At 1:33. All right. Welcome to Horizon Wellness. My name is Amanda. I will be your CMT today, and we are going to be going over some basic foot reflexology. I want to thank our volunteer. She's been very nice to let me use her feet for this process. All right. Go ahead and lay down and get relaxed as you would like to go. Well, normally when I start by just kind of relaxing the foot, trying to get some blood into it. Go up the leg, get the back of the calf, one side and then the other. Get that Achilles heel. I do this with little or no lotion so that I can get good grip on the foot. But if lotion needs, then it will be applied. I just go over the top and gently go between each toe. We're going to wiggle each one of the metacarpals independently. Just like so. All right, now for the reflexology. First, we're going to do the spinal walk. It's going to start at the base of the foot. I'm just going to move my thumb very slowly in a walking motion up the foot. Just up the inside of the foot, nice and slow. Do you get problems in your mid-back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel it right here. When you start working the reflexology points, you want to feel for any sticky points, any points that feel hollow, any crunchies, because they will tell you what's going on in the rest of the body. Now, sometimes it's just the foot, but other times it can tell you about the whole body. All right, so I'm going to do the spinal walk 3 times. Work around the toe, all the way under the base. And then pull. I'm just going to hold it. Hold it more. I'm going to hold it. Just kind of let it slide off. We're going to do what we call coin pinching. There's just this kind of rapid pinching on the tip of the toe. We want to do the whole toe, front and back and on the sides. Hold the tip of the toe for a second. Slowly slide off. Now we gotta start here with the shoulder point. It's going to be right here on the outside. Oftentimes you'll find a callus there. Just kind of want to just work it up. Just work it nice and slow. the toes for the eye and sinus points. We're going to work our way down to the lung point in the ball of the foot and just below it. And I like to work that with two palms, or with two thumbs. And let it slide up and stretch the foot as I do it.
That is so nice.
And then as I move down during that lung point, I'm going to pull out right at the base of the ball of the foot. I'm going to go from the middle and just sweep outward like I was working underneath the rib cage, because that is the diaphragm point right there. Now I'm going to go and work the stomach point, which is going to be on the lateral side, just below the ball of the foot. And two nice gentle circles. And hold it for a minute. Nice gentle circles. Now I'm going to come to this other side. I'm going to work the kidney point. That's going to be right underneath the ball of the foot on the medial side. And after I work this, press it a few times and knead it. I'm going to draw my finger down along the medial side to just above the heel, where you'll feel your fingers sink in. And that's the bladder point. And we're going to massage that gently. If you massage it too hard, your client will have to pop up off the table and run to the bathroom. And we're going to do the kidney point down to the bladder point about 2 or 3 times. And I'm not feeling any crunchies in the bladder point or the kidney point, and it doesn't feel hollow. It feels robust. And so it just feels like she's getting enough water. Now we're going to do the colon. And when starting on the colon, you always start off on the left foot, and you start off with the descending colon, which is the very base right above the heel. Clear that first, sigmoidal. Then you clear the descending, which is on the lateral side, down through the sigmoidal. And then you do the transverse, descending and sigmoidal. And then you do that a couple times. It's kind of like making a D without the back. Small intestine, which is just back and forth across the foot, from the ball of the foot, just below the ball of the foot, down to just above the heel. And then go over the large intestine. sciatic area, which is across the heel. I really like to work the heel while I'm doing this. And then when I'm done working the heel, I like to come in right in here on the sides, on either side, because a lot of people never get this spot right in here. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of oil. And I'm going to give just a nice, regular, just foot massage for the foot, ankle, and legs. It's kind of just smooths everything out. I want to make sure that just the whole foot gets a moment to just relax. I like to work all the way up the leg, up to the knee, and just really take a moment getting the top lateral side. A lot of people overlook that. That calf really well. This one, people don't think much of it, but it feels so good. How does that foot feel?
So relaxed.
All right. Now I'm going to start working on the other foot. You always want to work the left foot before the right foot. Otherwise, you'll do the colon backwards and your client could get stopped up. All right, get oil off my hands and this towel we have here. And let's start with this leg. working between each metacarpal on the top of her foot, just kind of clearing them. And we're going to wiggle each one independently. Really, really, really simple. Just going to warm the foot up a little bit. Ready? It's time to do the spinal walk. So this foot, you should be able to see it better. I'm just walking my thumb up the inside. Nice and slowly and gently. All the way to the top of the toe. Go back down to the bottom. One more time. And we're gonna go around the inside of the toe and around, kind of like the hump of the big toe. Massage that spot right underneath the big toe. Those are the bronchial and heart points. Then I'm going to slowly pull along the big toe and just stop in the center. Pituitary, pineal glands, which of course are in the head. All of this is in other parts of the body, but it all connects to the feet. All the energy channels of the body terminate in the hands and feet. And then my fingers going to slide up a little bit further. I'm going to start pinching, do the coin pinching on the top of the toes. Some people are very ticklish, so you have to work with their ticklish level. Okay, and now I'm going to nice slow pull. And on each pull of the toe, you stop and just hold pad for a second. And then do the outside of the toe. Front back, pulling, hold the pad, pinch, gently, gently, and slide. Now we're going to start working at the shoulder point, which is on the lateral top of the foot, excuse me, it's on the lateral side of the foot. We find our surface just below the tiny, tiny toe. We're just going to rub it a few times and kind of stretch that toe out, and then we're just going to set some pressure there on it for a moment. Too much? No. gonna just kind of do some gentle kneading, but then we're gonna go back. And we're gonna stop under each toe. We're gonna press to hit the ear points and the eye points and the sinus points. And you just sit there and you hold them gently. Not too hard. Sinus points. The ball pad, that's where we're gonna do thumbs. We're gonna knead with thumbs, right? Almost like kitty paws. Do that a couple times and kind of spread and open the foot. Thumbs. And just when it feels right, because it will feel loose and ready. Just press a little bit. I'm just going to let my fingers slide all the way up to the top and stretch them. Continue doing that same thing. I'm going to move down just a little bit so we're right underneath the ball. And then you'll feel like the top of the foot arch. You want to spread and open that arch. So spread and open that arch. The diaphragm point, and it really helps spread that foot open. Then I'm going to move to the liver point, which is on the lateral side, right underneath the ball of the foot. First we're just going to do gentle circular motions. Gentle circular motions.
Without you? Yeah, like we went cleaning or something, I don't remember what the hell. Oh, they went to their uncle's. So I dropped them off before I went to work. It's like a last Thursday, so this is their first Thursday that I've been, like the last 2 Thursdays they've been working, so. Making money, spending all this money buying, like fishing poles, as you probably saw. And I'm like, I really go fishing one. Me, but it's just gray log, but I'm gonna go somewhere else, because that's literally like a catch and
I
release.
move to the kidney point.
Plus, he doesn't know how to do all the
Point
and all that.
down, that point.
No, he's,
Work the kidney point first, just kind of massaging it, do some thumb circles. Gently draw your thumb down to the bladder point, do little circles.
He's got to learn that, plus, like those fish there were like, he's catching bass,
Hold it for a moment.
like little bass, but it's kind of like, the water looks like Ellis Lake.
And then continue.
So I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna really eat those ones.
Oh yeah, stuff is moving there this time.
So he's,
And then down to that bladder point, hold it for a second. Don't push too hard, you don't want your client jumping off the table, run to the bathroom. Gently circles. Last time. Okay, then we're gonna do the colon, but since this is the right side of the colon, what you're gonna do is you want to start from the lower intestines, right? Because you're kind of, what you're doing is you're working from the small intestines, you're working across the lower part of that up, the ascending intestine and across the transverse. And then I'm going to finish the loop on the other foot. So I'm going to go across the bottom. I'll show you bottom. So this is the opposite of what you do on the other foot. Boom, and then across. And then when I'm done, I will continue the loop over here and go across, down, and over. Right, so first, let's do this one.
No, I haven't seen you since when you first started interviewing. You had just the two. One was really good looking Hispanic guy, maybe. Oh yeah, he was a jerk. Oh, he was a jerk. And then the Hawaiian boy. So there was Kenny. He was the racer kind of guy. So it's kind of like talking all three of them. Yeah. There's Kenny, Keone, Rich.
And then work the small intestine.
Kenny has his Facebook
Right.
like dating page.
And when I'm finished working the small intestine on this side, then I'm going to do the sweep through the large intestine through both foots, feet, through both feet.
And I'm like,
I can't grammars.
and I was like,
I swear it.
I'm pissed. And I'm like, yeah, no. This guy was horrible. He kept messaging me and I'm like, you know, this
Because you
and that.
saw who he was.
Yeah, and I'm like sneaking with my phone, like, this isn't him. So then I'm like, no.
He's watching because he can see you.
No, he couldn't see me. And then I'm like, okay, so I leave and then shit, what's he doing? I'm like, I can't believe that. I'm like looking at my picture and then I'm like,
Face
I
the heel.
updated my profile picture to like my new haircut color. And so then he comes out again, he's like, hey, I'm back out here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, totally. He was like, and he kind of waved, and I'm like, whatever. So he comes up, and I hug him, I'm all, this is the person. I said, yeah, you don't look like the person. He goes, well, didn't I send you a picture? I said, no. So I showed him, I'm
Now
all,
I'm just going
this
to
is the person.
work the leg and the foot. Just relax the foot and leg.
Come out earlier, but I didn't see him. I said, this is who I was looking for. He goes, oh, honey, that's the whole picture. I said, no, shit. I said, you might want to update your profile.
Lavender smells so good.
I'm like,
What?
Did you get it? Or did you talk?
Whatever
yeah. I was like, oh,
The smell or the what? The rub? So this is the muscle that causes shin splints. And a lot of people don't know that you can rub it. And it really helps if you turn the foot inward like this and then just go up laterally along the side of the shin. And it's just,
Like together?
yeah, like, oh, you know, next time you come out, I'll make you up and try.
Yeah.
Promising. So like the kids, I'm like, dude, the three of them are like, this is like free. And we're just going on and I'm like,
so once I'm finished with the top of the leg, I move on to the underside and get that calf.
he said, oh, I know that guy.
Once you do it, I like to wait to get really good into that with the oil on it for when I'm done massaging, doing the reflexology, because if you have too much oil on your hands, that will slip all over while you do the reflexology, and you won't be able to do it as well. So as little oil as possible until you're just ready to just work the leg for the last little bit of fun there.
His kids, my kids, whatever, right? Talk about it all. So I'm like, okay, so maybe we flirted or whatever, you know.
And he never ran you out here to work.
No, that's cute, that's the one.
So he's still in the ring.
No,
He's not.
that's next week. So, Ricky, the Mexican guy, he's like, okay, so we go meet at Olive Garden for lunch. And
And then I'm going to pull her legs off. First one, and then the other.
Oh, you're
And then
saying
both
you guys
together.
have already
Ready?
talked about that stuff through this, and then he
Then I'm
down
gonna
first
rotate.
and ask him about it again.
Wiggle back and forth. And that helps the actual glutes and the sciatic area.
Okay.
Press that way.
What they
And,
stop calling? Okay.
and we are done. You're done. How are you feeling?
So
All right. I'm going to turn the camera off before you get up so that you can